greetings to everyone and welcome back to another video of EVS class 3, and today we are going to learn a new lesson, and the lesson name is soil. Before starting a lesson, I would like to ask one riddle. So riddle is, I'm a topmost layer present on the earth surface and I help plants by providing them nutrients and absorbing water. So guess what is the answer? Yes, come on, you have 5 seconds to guess it. And yes, many of you have guessed it correctly. And the answer is soil. And the same we are going to learn about. So soil is the topmost layer present on earth and which provides all the nutrients to plants by giving them nutrients and absorbing water also. So then question will come to your mind, what is soil? So soil is the loose upper layer of earth surface, and where what grows, where plants grows, not only plants, all the kinds of plants, then shrubs will be there, climbers will be there, trees will be there, all kinds of plants will grow there. Second thing and very important thing is that soil is a natural resource because we cannot prepare soil by our own. It is made by a natural process. That is why it is natural resource. And it contains number of organic materials. Number of organic materials means what? It contains some plants and animals which are dead. Means after a few time, after a lifespan of that plant or animal, they dies, and when they dies, their body start decomposing in the soil. So that is nothing but the decaying. Okay. And second part is weathered rocks and minerals. So soil consists of organic material, weathered rocks and minerals. So well, again question will come to your mind that what is decaying of plants and animal. What is decaying of plants and animal means? When plants and animal dies, their body starts breaking down into smaller parts, and it mixes with the soil. And not only it mixes, it produces carbon dioxide, also some salts, and little bit amount of water also, and it starts mixing with the soil. That is nothing but the decaying of plants and animals. Then another new term we had learned is weathering of rocks. Weathering of rocks means what? When a big stone is there, big rock is there, and because of the process of a wind, because of the process of a change in temperature, because of a rain, it starts weakening. Means it loses its strength. It becomes weak and breaks down into small parts. Then again that small parts goes through the same procedure of a temperature, rain and wind, and um, again breaks down into small pieces to form a sand. And when sand is formed, that sand over a period of time, it becomes soil. Over a period of time, what it becomes? It becomes soil. Now, but it is not a small process or a process of some years and all that. It takes place a lot of time, hundreds of years it takes to break down a huge rock into a soil. So it was about soil. Now, what is the importance of soil? Why soil is very important for all human beings? And it is said that without the soil, then we get food from plants, and all the plants grows in a soil, and all the plants grows in the soil, and we eat what we eat. Not only we, all the animals also eat plants, and all or they are depend on the animals which are eating that plant. That is why without soil there would be no life on earth, and that's why it is said that soil is like a life. It is said the water is life, but yes, soil is also life because without that there is no food for the living things. Okay, now how this soil is formed. So first process we have seen, that is weathering of rocks. When that weathering of rocks happens, a huge rocks breaks down into small rocks or pieces of rocks. Then again that small pieces of rocks breaks down into a smaller, and they further breaks down to make a granules of a sand. Okay, and when this sand forms, it mixes along with the decaying matter of living things and plants, and it forms soil. Understood? So first very important part is weathering of rocks. If you understood, if you are getting this topic, weathering of rocks or point, then you will understand how soil is formed. So weathering means breaking up huge rocks into small parts or small pieces, and because of what it breaks down, first thing, change in temperature. Sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it's too cool, and that's why these two difference in a temperature, it causes weakening of the stone, weakening of rocks. Then rain is there. When rain falls in that on that rock, because of that also it weakens. It loses its strength. So formation of soil we have seen. Now we are going to see the very important topic, that is layers of a soil. Our soil is not a single layer. It has multiple layers. Okay, and we are going to see those all layers. But before that, I would like to show one piece of soil that we have cut. And here you can see layers one by one, all the layers are there. So which layers are there? So very first layer that is present at the top, which is called topsoil. Below that, a subsoil. Third one is weathered rock fragments, and fourth one is bedrock. And now we are going to see each and every layer in detail. So first we'll start with topsoil. So topsoil is the first layer. The first layer of all the layers, and it is just below the earth surface. Where is it? It is just below the earth surface, and it is the most fertile layer of the earth soil. It is the most fertile layers of earth soil. Here you can see on your screen one rectangular image is been given, and on that the first layer of earth where all the leaves and all there, and the black area is there, that is the topsoil area. So topsoil is the first layer, uppermost layer of soil. It is just below our earth surface. And the very important point, it is the most fertile layer of a soil. Means all the plants, they are growing mostly in this layer of a soil. So this was about topsoil. Now we are going to learn about subsoil. So subsoil is which number layer? Second number layer, and it is below the topsoil. It contains some particles of sand and some particles of silt also. Silt means wet soil which is mixed with the sand. Okay, like keychain type, and it is not that much fertile as compared to topsoil. Here you can see in this image, the root of the plant is there, but that root is surrounded by some particles of sand, and mainly this layer is not that much fertile as compared to topsoil. This was the second layer. Now we are going to see third layer, that is weathered rock fragments. Now we have seen the process, weathering of rock we have seen. So same process, it is third layer, as we are going in a sequence, it is third layer, and it contains small pieces of rocks which are formed because of weathering of the last layer. You can see here, you can see in that rectangular image, soil is less, but particles of rocks are many are there. So it contains weathered rock fragments pieces. The main layer, the last layer which is present, that is bedrock. When that bedrock, this is the last layer, and which is made up of unbroken solid rocks. But because of changes in the climate, because of the earth's tectonic plates movement and all that, no, these rocks breaks down in pieces, and that pieces moves little bit upside, which comes into which layer? Weathered rock fragment layer. And it is totally we cannot use anything of this, because without rock nothing is there. Only all kinds of rocks are there, this black rock and all that. But it can store water also. In the cavities of rock it can store water also, but it is the last layer in the layers of a soil. Understood? So we have seen four layers of a soil. First is the topsoil, which is the topmost layer, most fertile layer. Second is the subsoil, which contains sand and silt and less fertile as compared to topsoil. Third one is weathered rock fragments, which contains pieces of rocks which are formed from the last layer, that is bedrock. Understood this one? Now, types of soil. We have seen layers of soil. We have first seen what is soil, how soil is formed. Then we have seen layers of soil. We have seen. Now we are going to see types of soil. As we can see around us, different kind of soil we can see. Sometimes in some areas it is reddish, in some areas it is whitish, in some areas it is totally black. So what kind of soil around us, that we are going to see now. So first kind of a soil is called sandy soil. Sandy means complete sand will be there. The soil will be a granular particles. You might have seen this in rivers or near the beaches. Sea beaches are there. You might have seen this. Okay, so small when this, because of weathering of rocks, small granular parts, means small pieces of rocks, they are together, they forms sandy soils. As it is a sandy soil, means it holds very little amount of water, but where is it is, it is used in the construction of buildings as well as for growing some kind of vegetables. So sandy soils is a granular soil that contains small rocks and mineral particles, and it holds very little amount of water, used where? In construction and growing vegetables. Second type of soil is loamy soil. This you might have seen in your farms. Okay, and what it contains? It contains sand also, it contains silt also, and it contains clay also. Means इसमें कुछ पत्थर भी होते हैं, इसमें कीचड़ टाइप भी होता है, and is it this holds some amount of water. Means it can hold like average amount of water it can hold as compared to other type of soils. And where it is used? It is used for gardening and agriculture. Agriculture means our farms. So you might have seen this black color soil in your farms. So what are the components of loamy soil? Sand, silt, and clay. And by the name clay, we are going to see the last part of a soil, that is clay soil. And it is finely grained soil, like our floor is there now, floor, wheat floor, jawar floor, like that it is finely grained soil. and as it is finely grained, its particle size is very small, and that's why it's heavy. And as its particle size is so very small, it holds lot of water. And as it holds a lot of water, that is why it is used for making earthen pots and toys also. And it has some medicinal properties also. That is why it is used in some medicinal purposes. It is used for some medicinal purposes also, like it is used as a face masks also. Okay, this kind of a soil you can see in the center of lakes or nearby the river area. River banks are there. There you can see this kind of soil. Now, soil erosion, very important topic, as we have seen what is soil, formation of soil, importance of the soil, layers of a soil, types of a soil. Now we are going to see soil erosion. What is soil erosion? So soil erosion is the process when our soil is washed away by some natural forces. Which are those natural forces which washes our soil? Which are water. Water maybe from rain or maybe for farming. Second one is the wind. Wind also, when it is so force, when it has a lot of force, it takes soil also with it. This is called soil erosion. When the top fertile layer of a soil is washed away by some natural forces like rainwater or water or wind, is called soil erosion. But apart from these natural forces, there are some man-made uh, man-made things are also there. Man-made problems are also there. Because of that, this soil erosion thing is happening. So first is deforestation. Deforestation means what? Cutting down trees. Cutting down trees. We are cutting jungles in days, in weeks, and it takes a lot of time to grow those trees and all that, because trees root holds the soil together, and if trees are not there, this water and wind will wash the layers of earth. Third one is overgrazing by cattle. Cattle means what? The animals that we tame for our food, like milk and all that. When they graze, means when they eat the grass, grazing, okay, when they eat grass, because of their movement, they make upper layer of a soil loose, and then water and wind, the natural forces, they do their work. So this is about soil erosion. Soil erosion means washing away the first layer, top layer of a soil. Now to control this soil, what you have to do? So to control this soil, what we are going to do? We are going to see soil conservation. Soil conservation means what? We have to stop the loss of soil, which is caused by this natural forces like water, wind, or cutting down the trees, or overgrazing cattle. So stopping the loss of the soil is called soil erosion. Okay, it's called soil conservation. Sorry, stopping the loss of a soil caused by soil erosion is called soil conservation. And planting more and more trees, keeping an eye on the cattle's grazing. These are the 2 points that we can do, or we can focus to avoid soil erosion. Means we can conserve our soil. So I hope you have understood today's topic, that is soil, soil formation, importance of a soil, layers of a soil, types of a soil, soil conservation, soil erosion. I hope you have understood it. If you have any queries, we'll solve it in our next session. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.